Welcome to Wrestling with Snipes. Today we'll be reviewing AEW Dynamite for September 4th, 2024, the go-home show to AEW All Out this Sunday night. AEW Dynamite kicks off with Daniel Garcia. He says, I don't want to wait till All In. I want to break your neck tonight. Then MJF is shown up in the crowd sitting down having a glass of wine. MJF says, I don't jump people from behind. Garcia says, you went to Turkey and got a hair transplant and it didn't work. You have fake love for AEW, fake love for these fans. You don't care about this place. You only care about yourself. We will never believe in you. I want to make you suffer for the rest of your life. Daniel Garcia then says he's got to end MJF's career. MJF said, these people used to love me, but I got too big for these rats and they turned on me. This Saturday night, I'm going to put you into a wheelchair. Then there's chance of STFU. Then MJF rips on Garcia's mom, talking about how she puts lots of guys in her bed and tends to them. Then Garcia runs into the crowd, is stopped by security, but then he beats down security, runs to where MJF is, beats up those securities, and boom! MJF hits him with a bottle. Garcia is busted wide open. MJF sits next to him on the ground, and he says, thank you for waking me up. I am going to send you to paradise. Thank me later. Then he kisses him. And we go to our first commercial break. We come back and it's a match for the Continental Championship as the champion Okada defends against Kyle Fletcher. They battle back and forth with forearms to start the match, and then Fletcher hits a tope suicida. We go to commercial break. We come back from commercial break and Fletcher hits the Michinoku driver. They battle back and forth to the outside and Okada hits a DDT onto the outside. They battle back, they stop on the apron, a super kick is hit by Fletcher, then he hits a brain buster, and we go to another commercial break. Fletcher hits a flip over the barricade onto Okada as they battle onto the outside of the ring. They battle back into the ring. A big elbow drop by Fletcher gets a 2 count. Then they stagger to the ground. Then they stagger up, and 2 short clotheslines by Okada only gets a 2 count. Then we see a tombstone by Fletcher. 1, 2. Okada kicks out. Okada then pushes Fletcher into the ring, hits him with a low blow, then hits the Rainmaker. 1, 2, 3. The Rainmaker successfully defends the Continental title, and out comes Takeshita to save him from getting a beatdown after the match. Then we come back from another commercial break and we have Jamie Hayter's first match back against Robin Renegade. We see Paige and Harley Cameron watching from the back through the monitor. Renegade hits double knees twice, then Hayter hits 2 backbreakers, a power slam, and the Haterade. 1, 2, 3. Jamie Hayter picks up the victory and her return match to Dynamite. Then we see Roderick Strong with Renee Paquette. Hook comes in and says, you and me tonight for the FTW title. Roderick Strong declines and walks away. Then we see Marina Shafir attacking security. Then she walks down with Mox. Mox sees Jungle Boy and the Young Bucks, and he says, Jungle Boy, you're a sweet kid. Then we go to the ring and we see Jon Moxley and Marina Shafir. Mox comes out to the ring with Marina Shafir, and Mox says he wonders if Darby Allin is here tonight, but he doesn't think so. He said 20 years ago he beat a kid, and that kid was Darby Allin. Mox says, Darby, I just want to talk to you. Don't make me apply pressure. I just want to talk to you. Then they leave. Then the next match for the women's champion, the Glamour, Mariah May defends against Nyla Rose. Rose hits a crossbody, then May. Rose then hits 2 body slams. Rose is controlling the majority of the match until Mariah May hits a top rope drop kick. Then we go to commercial break. After commercial break, there's a slugfest. Rose then hits a German suplex. They go onto the outside and Mariah May hits Rose with a chop block. Rose gets back into the ring and is hit by a running knee, and the Storm Zero. 1, 2, 3. Mariah May defends the title successfully. Then next out comes the TBS champion Mercedes Moné and Camille. Moné says hello, say hello to the CEO. She says, Shida, you ain't nothing. I'm 2 belts Moné, and you ain't got a chance Saturday. All out. Then Shida shows up on the Tron and says, you cannot beat the ace. Chris Daniels shows up and says, we're banning Camille from the ringside Saturday at All Out. Shida says, guess what? Sayonara, bitch. In the back, Jungle Boy and the Young Bucks talking about how Jungle Boy will be the world champion Saturday and they will do anything to make sure it happens. Next, we see the World Heavyweight Champion Daniel Bryan come out for commentary for the main event trios match. Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, and Will Ospreay against Pac and the BCC, Claudio and Yuta. Pac and Ospreay go face to face in anticipation for their match this Saturday night for the International Championship. Yuta hits a German suplex and then a release German suplex. Yuta then hits a splash, but Kyle O'Reilly makes the save. Then we see uppercut after uppercut by Claudio. Then a brawl breaks out and they're fighting all over the arena. Then Ospreay hits a cannonball off the stage, taking out Pac as Pac and Ospreay battle to the back. We see Claudio hit the big swing on O'Reilly, and then Yuta hits the dropkick mid-big swing. 1, 2, 3. Claudio pins O'Reilly for the victory. Then Danielson heads to the ring to celebrate with the BCC, but the Elite attack them. We got a 4-on-3 advantage, but the BCC battle back, clear the ring of the Elite, and then Claudio takes the mic and challenges the Bucks for a tag team title match at All Out. It is confirmed tag title match happened, and Danielson says, Perry, I'm gonna kick your ass at All Out. Then we see Ospreay and Pac battling in the back, and Pac hits a brain buster on Ospreay on the rollers, and he looks hurt. And our final break, we come back, and it's time for a contract signing for the steel cage match between Swerve Strickland and Hangman Page. Swerve comes out with Prince Nana, whose house? Hangman's music plays, but he does not come out. Then his music plays a second time, and again, he doesn't come out. Then we see on the Titantron a video of Hangman at Swerve's house. Swerve recently purchased his childhood home. We see Hangman pour gasoline all over the yard and in the home. Hangman says, you were probably beaten by your dad. Your dad wishes you weren't even born. I want to burn your world to the ground. I'm going to take your pride. I'm going to take your dignity, and I'm not giving it back. Hangman says, say goodbye to Swerve's house. Then he lights a match, tosses it, and we see flames everywhere. As Dynamite ends, Swerve's house burns to the ground.